Data now, our data is going, start this thing. I don't start. So we are now here now, and we are seeing what Trello website is here. This is the link I will share on the meeting chat. This is it here, and it's still here as well. Okay. Somebody said I'm sounding tired. Yes, now the keeper of my energy. Well done, eh? You know, so I don't tire, Shebi. Well done, madam. So this is your Trello, and then to start, what do you do? Click on Get Trello for free. It's always going to be free because, of course, we are students. We don't have money. Now, if you know you are using Slack to sign up, you can do that using what? Clicking this Slack here. If you are using, Lequentious or Lequike at maybe your iPhone.com or whatever, you can use this Apple here. If you are working with your Microsoft account, maybe .live, .outlook, .co, .outlook, or just whatever, use this one. But me, in this class, I'm going to be using my what? My Google. You see? My Google, 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 Google. That's what I've been using. So I will do what? I'll click on what? Google, Google. It is your network, not be me. Consult the network, please. Okay, so this is not my what? These are the available accounts that I have in my what? In my Google Chrome here. So I will do what? I'll click on any one here. I can click on this one. Password. No, no, no. So I'll click on any one here. Let me start with this one. And it will tell me what to continue, and I will say yes. Now, somebody said that the thing is showing me Atlassian. Which one is Atlassian? Atlassian is simply the what? The company that created Trello. Okay, so don't get confused when you get there. Some of you say, I will not create the account. I don't understand this. They are telling me to go to Trello. When I get in there, it's telling me about Atlassian. I beg me, I go live and jare. You're only doing yourself, okay? Now look at where we are now. It says what? It says Atlassian cookies, blah blah blah. Do what? Accept them. Now what happened here is that what? It's not telling us that what that it's like I've used to do this something before. Look at it, say not on digital enterprise. I've used this one before. No wonder. I have to go away from this account and come back. This one is not good account. I have to come back again. So I will close this and I will go back to our Trello again. I want to do this well so you can be able to understand how the thing works. Not be say I got the Russian. I don't want Russian. So let me come here now. We'll go to Trello.com. It has actually opened now. This one is the old one. How about now? I'll just log out now. Okay. Log into another account and do what? Log out of all of them. So we are now here again. So I'll click on what? Get Trello for free. And here I'll click on what? Google account that I want to use. And this is my list of accounts. And I'll do what? I'll select this one. Yes. And I'll click on what? Continue. Now watch. Now it says what? Trello. Create your account. Email address is this. And then your full name is this. What will I do? Create account. Then what next now? To bring me here where to what? Where I will now answer some kind of what? Some kind of jam question, right? So it says, well, what brings you here? Me, I will click on what? Organize ideas, blah, blah, blah. This or that one. Do what? Put it on this person, track personal task and to-dos here. You can even put it on this one here, but as you put it now, it will be showing you different stuff. So just leave it on this one. You cannot do what? Click on continue. It says, so it all starts with the board. Now you should what? Enter a name for your board. So I'll call it what? I'll call it what? Christmas trip. Because of course I want to do a trip with what? With my Trello. So I want to organize a trip with Trello. You know that we actually taught us how to cook egusi soup with it. uh So I've now entered the name of the board. The next thing is to say what? Click on next. Now it says now organize your board with list. It says name your list. Now as you are looking at it now, this entire place here is our board. Then we have to do, doing and what done. To do is a list, doing is a list, done also is a what? Is a list. This is our board name here, Christmas trip, okay? Now let us now go and do what? Who be that person now? Now who be that person? Please mute yourself. Okay. So here now we have to do. You can see it here as what to do. We have doing, which is this one at the middle here. Then here we have what? We have done. Now here can be what? You can change it to be what? To be what? To do, or just leave it as it is now, to do. And actually put a space here. Then here can be what? In progress. Then this one can be what? Complete. You cannot do what? Click on next. Now it says what? Cards are your building blocks. Now, why this entire place here is called a board, and then these three things here are called what? These ones are called lists. Okay. Now the things you have on the inside here, see all this is inside there. They are called what? They are called cards. Okay. In other words, the cards are the different tasks that you are going to be what? Assigning yourself and those people that you are working with. Okay. So I'll come here and I'll do what? Because I'm planning a trip, I'll do what? I can call it what? Uh investigate what? Investigate cool cities in what? In Nigeria. No, let me put Ghana. Then here can be what? Find out visa requirements for Ghana. Okay, visa requirements, Ghana. Okay, so now we are now done. Okay, that's okay. Let us go. Now, did you see that as I was doing this now, something was being added there, right? So this is just how it is. Then on this part now, I can now invite what? I can now invite my team. So I think let me call some people's name here to give me email because some of you here, you are not nice people. So I will call people that will give me their name once and for all, and I know that they're going to stay to the end of the class. Not beside I call they find them. They're not good day. So, Madam LinkedIn, Ego Anu Iheoma, please drop me your email address, Madam. Madam LinkedIn. I'll be waiting. That's our Madam LinkedIn. Then in this part, I have people like Chinyere Success AGK. Please give me your email address. Ah, Madam LinkedIn, no one give me your email address. Okay, no problem. Yes, Faith Wait. I mean Faith Wait. I mean Faith Waters. Then in this part, Tolulokpe Jegede, you can give me your email address. Or if there's any guy here, please just give us your email address so we can be able to work with your email address. I want to add you up and then see how the thing works. On a normal day, I'm supposed to add everybody up and then you people can see how the tax will work. We'll be getting to you. So you can see a life experience of what, how these tools are being used to work when you get the job. So somebody has actually given us an email address. We are going to copy it and what? And put inside of our what? Inside here. So you say invite our team, we are not going to what? Invite somebody, Jegede, and we'll do what? Click on this. But I still want to add more people here. So let me still go back and what? And fetch more emails. I only caught some people, but some of you are not dropping your emails anyhow. Is that how you people used to behave? It's not good, eh? Don't do that always. So Madam LinkedIn has actually given us their what? The email. Because I'm calling people that I know that we are going to stay here till the end of the class. I can't put your email. Then later on, you come visit our school attendance where you say you put your name, then you cannot go away. Say, I don't come class now, they go. If I put your name and I did not see at the end of the class, now wahala, I will sue you for what? For contempt. Okay? Okay. F Waters. Let me now come and do what? And add them here. So I've been adding them up now so they can be getting live, I mean a real life what experience of how these things here work. So Olufunke Fagunwa, I'll copy your own and I'll come and what? I'll add it here. Who again? Sandra Akia. I'll copy it and I'll what? I'll come and add it here. So are you not seeing that as I'm adding it now, it will change from your this thing to your name? Can you just see? This is just how it work because that email is what? It is active, right? The email is active. So as soon as I enter it now, it will reflect that yes, it's actually active. So I will choose who again? Esechie. Esechie Rachel. Please, if you know you are in a noisy place, please mute yourself, eh? So now I'm done. Now what I do next now? Click on what? One last thing, and then we are good. Okay? So see it now. Now, can you now see that we are not getting there? So it says one last thing, blah blah blah. Look at it now. We are now done. So it says that what you are starting with what Trello Premium. So I can now go to my what to my first board. Now this here now is our Trello environment. Then you can see that at the bottom here I have boards here. So my board is what Christmas tree. Now this Christmas tree represents my what the task that I'm working on at the moment, or the project I'm working on at the moment, or the contract I'm working on at the moment. That is what it means. Then here now we now have lists. You see this to do, in progress, and complete. These are the lists that we have. We have this to do list, in progress list, and what complete lists. Okay. Now, in every list, there are what? There are cards. The cards are these things that we have here now. In other words, if we were to cook banga rice or oil beans, we'll call here our what? Our oil beans what? Meal preparation. Okay. Then when we now come to the items that will now help us to be able to get the food prepared. So did you people now observe something? The I mean the reason why we always lock the class. Are you seeing it now that somebody actually came here and then the kids are making noise? So you can actually understand it now. So when I mute everybody now, you know, come and say that guy is not liking us. You know, like I don't like you. So also don't like me. Okay. So that's just that. Let us continue. So if I wanted to create a board, how will I create a board? It will be very, very simple now. So I will come here to what? To click on this plus here to create a board. But I'm not ready for that now. I want to make sure that you understand why you are here. Okay, and like I said, Trello is a what? It's a task management tool. In other words, if you are someone that does not know how to manage your task for the day or your time, Trello can be what? Very, very useful for you. Also, if you are having a kind of team where some people like to sleep, while some people are working, you can also use what? Use Trello to manage your staff and timing. Okay. Now look at the environment on Trello here. We have this Trello logo here. We have our workspaces where now your workspace actually represents your what? Your different companies. Your board can be your what? Your contract. For instance, this is my workspace now. I can call it what? Ottawa workspace. Then my contract can be what does Ottawa, PLC do? You say, okay, maybe Ottawa PLC is a construction company now. So they construct buildings, they construct roads, they construct bridges, they construct schools, right? So maybe your state governor now give me a job and say, please, Mr. Ottawa, please carry your boys and then come to my community and construct us a what? A school hostel. I can now come here and do what? And put a board there called what? School hostel. That is what the difference between workspace and your board is. Now, because you are doing a hostel now, you now have your list here of what to do items, in progress items, and what complete item. The reason is because your to do item contains everything that you're supposed to do to ensure that you achieve that school hostel project or contract. Now, that is for your what? For your to do. I mean, that is for your what? For your list. Now, on the list, now you have things like demolish the trees, remove the topsoil, maybe mold your block or buy blocks, then import cement from Dangote, then what again? Buy wood, buy cement, and then start building the what? The foundation, and then cast the concrete, and so on and so forth. That is your what? Your to do. Now, when you now start doing that, what do? You can simply move it from here and then put it here in what? In progress. In as much as this one is for tomorrow morning now. Say, okay, we are going to do foundation work tomorrow. When you come to work in the morning and then you have seen your foreman for the construction team, You have seen your foreman and the rest of the team. What will you do? You not say, okay, oh yeah, make everybody start work. You not do what? You drag this one down and put it here. Now, they are not doing this work now. When they are not done, what will you do? You drag this one and what? Put it here. That is how simple this Trello thing is. That's why we self don't even like to talk about it, because we feel like you are much, much better than this. Okay? So let me stop this for a while and then take some. Saying that this is your workspace here. If you want to create a workspace, you can actually do that from here. You can click on this to see your what? Your workspace. You can actually create more workspace here. Can you see? This is my workspace. And somebody that was asking me if I wanted to like invite people, how can I do it? If you go to your workspace now, you can see that you have your invite here. Can you see here? If you click on this now, you can do what? Invite them by what? Putting their email. In fact, let me even invite you all by the link. So to invite by the link, I'll do what? I will come to my workspace settings here and I will do what? And I'll click on what? Invite workspace members. Then I'll copy this link and what? And paste it in the what? In the meeting chat for you guys to go and join me. I'll just paste it here now. Look at it, I'm pasting it here now. So you now click on it and what? And join. Click on it and what? And just join. If you cannot see my screen, please exit and rejoin. How do you fit explain more on the difference between board and workspace? My customers, they call me. Okay, when you come back from your customers, you can now continue, okay? Okay? Ajonwa. See here like my like like my customer. So because I say I want to go do a time business, now you say one go first, me go do. I'm not calling my customer. If not, me and you will fight for junction. No. Don't try me. So we are here now, and if you click on that link that I just shared now, you are going to be invited and you are going to join here. Okay? You'll be in my what? In my workspace. I can now see you as what? As my team member. However, if you wish to select your particular kind of what, your kind of what, your kind of template, or your kind of, your template for your work, you can do what? You can do that from this part. Yeah, I see where they say most popular templates here. You can actually do that to what? To start working with them. Just come here and do what? And click on any of them here, and you can start working with them. But you can still come here and do what? To select what you want to do. For instance, if you are into education, you can click on this education, and it will give you what? The template for what? For education. If you are into Otama business, you can come here to click on what? Small business, and then you will see your what? Your template for small business. If you are into engineering IT, you can click on it here, and it will give you that what? For engineering IT. If you are into other things like maybe you are a designer, or you are into marketing, you can click on them now, and then they will give you what you want to use. So that is all about what? About our workspace. However, we still have our recent here. Recent is what? This is where you actually see the most recently worked on project or boards on your Trello account. You can see now that this one here is my what? Is my most recent what? Is my most recent what? Board that I just worked on a while ago. Then this one now is my what? Is my start. You see that my start here is what? It is empty at the moment. There's nothing here. It's blank. But if I come to my recent now, I already have this my project here or my board. If I click on this star here now, you see what will happen now. If I come back here, I will see what? I will see it here, right? I can still remove it by clicking on it again, and then it will leave there. You see now? I can click here again, and then it will go back to what? To my start. That is just how this one works. Then we have our what? Our template. So if you want to see your templates here, you can actually see them here. You can see them from here, or by simply clicking on this what? Choose templates here or choose category here, you'll be seeing them. Then if you wanted to create a workspace, what will you do? Click on this creator to create a workspace. You see now, it says create a board, create workspace view, start with a template. So I can say what? Create a new board, which is also meaning what? Maybe a new contract or a new what? A new business. I can come here and do what? I will say, okay, maybe they give me contracts to, to sew agbada for senators in Nigeria. So I will say what? Senators what? Agbada. And I'll put it in where? In my workspace. So I would click on what? Create. You see now, I now have two boards here. One board, two board. This one here is what? Empty. I don't have anything like list here. So I can now come and do what? I can now add list here by clicking on what? Add a list. And I'll call it what? To do. Click on it again. Here can be what? Doing. Click on add list. Here can now be what? Done. And I'll do what? I will say okay. And then we are done. Can you see now? So now, this one here is my board. Okay? This one here is my board. And on Trello, we make use of what? Boards, cards, and what? List. So this one here is our board. This to do you are seeing here is a list. This doing here is also a what? A list. This done also is also a what? A list. Now, because here is a list, I need to populate this list with with whatever I want to do here. So they say I should do what? I should go and buy. I should go and swipe for what? For the senators, and of course, I will target people like Akpabio, and I'll make sure that they get what? That they get Shokoto, not just Agbada. They are going to get Shokoto because they must what? In fact, their own self must be pulling from their weight because I don't like them, right? So I will come here and do what? I will now come here to put a list of all I need to do to achieve this my Agbada what? My Agbada journey with the senators, right? So I don't know whether anybody is still there confused here. Now that's why I had to start afresh. So if you are still confused, write me a text and I'll come and what? I'll come and read it later on. Okay. So what are the things that I need to do here? I'll come here to what? To be adding them one by one. So I can click on this add and I'll type what? Buy what? Buy Agbada material. And I'll hit on enter. I can still come again and put what? Buy what? Buy 7 different colors of thread. 7 colors of thread because of course some of them are going to say we need it in a different style. Then here I can do what? I can buy what? Buy sewing machine oil. Okay. Here I can say what? I can say okay, hire more what? Hire more designers because of course now stilettos in Nigeria say there are 300 and something. I don't forget how many of them that they have. So that it's going to be a very very big project, right? So you need to hire maybe can say okay maybe hire some part-time workers. Can just click here, click on this pen here to edit it. Say hire more what part-time or freelance workers. Hire more freelance designers. Click on this. They are freelance because they are not our staff, but we are just using them to what? To achieve our contract because they say we should submit everything in 7 days, right? So this is now our list of items that must be done. Okay, when you're done, what do you do? Simply drag it here and just drag it there. How do you drag? If you're on a laptop, touch this one and then left click on your mouse and then hold your left click button and then drag it by moving your mouse down here. Chicken now, hard. You can even move this one and then put it here. The same thing applies. Okay. The issue you're having now is that what? As you are touching your laptop now, your leg dey shake because like you say you dey fear say you wan go spoil. You no go spoil. It was meant to be what? To be used, to be dragged up and down. So don't be scared of it. Moreover, now you buy with your money now. So if you spoil, go and get a new one. You be big babe, you be big girl. Okay? So this is just how this works here. So now we have our board here. So whatever board you create on this Trello, you'll be seeing it on under what? Under boards here. You see now, I've already created 2 boards here. You see, I have my senators Agbada here and the Christmas tree. Okay. These ones here are just what? They are just templates, which is now from while we are doing HubSpot, we already know what this template here means, right? Template is more like what? Like a recipe or an outlook or an architectural plan of how you want your building to look like. That's what template represents, okay? Or maybe a sketch, a sketch. So that's what we see on our under our board here. You can see on your board there, and you can even sort them by what? One by one. Then we have our members here. Your members represent your what? People that you have in your what? In your team. Can you now see that we now have so many people here? We now have people like Sonai, Judith, Wesley, Eunice, Daisy, and so on and so forth. Can you now see? Some of you did not even follow that link I actually shared. Some of you people are just so I don't know what to call you guys, but no problem. You guys are too stubborn, but it's fine. Don't be so. Some people actually joined there. Can you now see that they joined there as what? As guests. So if I want to do now, I can now do what? I can now add them to my what? To my workspace. So they have been waiting. I can now click here to add them to my workspace so that they can now be there as workspace members. I can add them up, add it, Can you not see how it look like? So when you now add somebody from the link, they'll be here as what? As guests. And until you now come and what? Add them up, they can now be what? Getting access to your workspace. So that's how it works with what? With Trello. And please, it is not Trello. Eh? It's not Trello. Please, it is Trello. Trello. Don't be Trello. Say this guy he say they do Trello. It's not Trello. No be local and trailer. No be tango trailer. I beg you now. Trello. 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 Okay. So you can now see that we have now done what? We have not added up our what? Our members now. So if I come back to my members now, I will see that I have what? 17 workspace members here. Can't you see? Is that not so cute? Of course, it is so cute. So what about this place where they say workspace setting? This one is what? To set up your what? Your workspace the way you want it to work to be like. You want to add billing, export your workspace settings and so on and so forth. So you can actually click here to what? To set it up correctly. You can see here now they will say what? Say intelligence, turn it on. Visibility of what? Workspace can leave it on. You see now this one is just for you to what? To set up your what? Your workspace to look good and work well for you, right? They will now have workspace views here. And they're giving us what? Table view or what? Or calendar view. So if I click on table view, look at the way it will look like. Look at it now. I've changed it to table view. Now look at how it will look like. It's like network is bad tonight. I don't know what. It's so slow. Why now? So this one is what? Is table view. Can you now see that we have card table here? We have our list table. We have the label. I mean the label table and the what? The members table. Even the what? Due date table here. Then we can even have a what? The calendar view. This is our calendar view now. Look at the way it will look like now. Like our village people. This thing is so slow. What thing they happen now? Why this is so they do like this? Let me check my speed. I think I have good speed. Why is it not? Why is it not doing well? This one is a bit of good now. I mean, it's not that good, but at least it's supposed to be move fast. So look at our what? This is now our what? Our calendar view now. Okay. Then this is now our board view here. Can you see our board now? Now under this board there, you can do what? You can create boards here by clicking on this plus here. Then you can also do what? Access your existing what? Existing board like this our Christmas tree here and our senators agbada. So I hope at this point it is now so clear that this is how to navigate this whole thing here. Anybody still having questions? So I said this is our what? This is our calendar view, and this is just how it is here. Okay. Now this is our board now. Look at our board. Now look at how it look like. How do you create a board? To create a board now, click on this your board there. Just over it there. You are going to see a plus here. Click on the plus. Okay. You can now see your what? Your board here. You see now you say create a board, blah blah blah. You can select how the background will look like. This now we see that we have different background here. I can select this background and I can now put title. I will say what? I'll say Otanwa what? Otanwa what? Night work. Now follow me, go do night work. Oh, they go bend your neck. Are you seeing it now? So this is now our what? Our board. Then we can now do what? We can now add our list. You see now where they say add list here? We can add a list by clicking on what? Click on this now. Then call it what? To do. Click on what again? Add list. And then do what now? Add doing. Another list now. You can do what? Complete. Okay? And we are good. This one can go. So this is your board. This whole place here, from here down here is your board. Then these things here are your what? Your list. Then your card represents what? The things that you have to do in this your what? Night work. So maybe for instance, you will say, okay, the first thing I want to do is to what? Is to go and eat first. Say, okay, say eat fufu. Eat fufu first because now, say it's a night work now, so that in case they shoot gun, you feel run better run. Or if person wey say carry big belle carry you fit handle am very very well. You understand? If pikin dey your side, abeg cover your ear o. Na no come here come play o. I dey teach am the way you take understand am. So that is your what? Your first card is what? To eat fufu. Now second card is to what? Is to bathe. Before you go do night work, you must what? You must bathe. That's the rule number 2. Then after bathing, what will you do next now? You can answer, okay, the next thing is to what? Is to dress up. Say dress up. Now your dressing up actually means what? Wear your clothes, wear your bead, tie your charm around your waist or your leg, and do what? You can now become set for your what? For your journey for the night. Then the next task is to what? Is to book a what? Book a ride. Okay? Next is to what? Now pray when you what? When you arrive at what location. Yes. You can do what? Add it here. You see now, this is now our what? Our list. This is just our list here. I know that I'm supposed to go inside and do what, and maybe talk about things inside, but I'm just trying to make sure that you get it at this level to how to add list. So this one here is my what? It's my Otan one night work board, and on this board we have what? Three lists, which is what? To do, doing, and what? Done. But in every list we have what? Cards. The card here is what? Eat fufu. Second card is what? Bait. Third card is what? To dress up. Fourth card is book a ride. While the last card is what? Pray when you arrive location. Now, if you are here, your board must not always have what? To do, doing, and done. You can still have what? You can still have other kind of what? Stuffs. For instance, if I come here and I click on what? This plus again now, and I say, okay, I want to do something else, and maybe I want to click on this one, and I'll title it what? I'll title it what? Construction. Maybe I'm building what? I'm building Otanwa what? Otanwa Square. Otanwa Square or Otanwa City Center. City Center. I can come here and do what? And I'll create it. But before I create it, I can now come and do what? I see at the bottom here, I'll say, okay, start with a what? With a template. So I'll click on the template and I will now select what? Construction. Now look at it now. I'm going to do it now. Select what? Construction. Or let me even say, okay, I will select what? I will select something else here. Let me find something amazing. Let me drag this one here. Put this up now. Okay, I'll click on this place again. I will say what? Ottawa City Center. City Center. And I'll click on where with the template. I can now come here to what? Say, okay, simple project book. Can you see this one now? Now look at it now. And I will say what? I will say, okay, create. Now watch what will happen now. Are you seeing now that we now have different things here? We now have what? Brainstorm, to do, doing, and what? Done. Can you now see that it has changed? It's no longer, it's now no more about three things here. Say to do, doing, and done. It now has what? Four now. Okay? It can even be more than four, depending on what you are working on. For instance, if you are going to be baking a cake, you know that we are going to be having different stages. Abi, you have to say, okay, here can be what, here can be what, maybe buying list. Here can be what, maybe mixing list. Here cannot be what, frying list. Wait, oh, did they fry cake? Abi, did they bake am? Okay, here can be what, the baking list, and then here can be what, the design list, and then you now have what, the delivery list or the done list. That is for what, for cake. So whatever you're going to do now will determine what you're going to have here as your what, your number of the number of your list here. Okay, this one here has what, four lists. You can actually have up to like 6 or 7 what, different lists for your board. So it all depends on what you're working on. As far as I'm concerned, now this our Ottawa trip here has what, has 3 lists here. This Ottawa night walk has what, 3 lists. Then Agbada has what, also 3 lists here. I don't know whether I'm making any sense. Please, so we now have our list of items from ChatGPT now. So how am I going to do it now? I can now come back here and do what? I'll say, okay, yes. To do it can be what? To add a card, and I will come here and I'll do what? I will say, okay, travel logistics, and I will copy it and I'll come and add it. I will now what? Click on enter. Now I have other things here, which is what? Number 2 is what? Accommodation. Copy it also and put what? Put there. Click on add card again. Then I now have what again? I have parking list, right? So copy it again, come here, add it. Next one is what? We have Christmas activities, copy it, add card, and paste it. Next one is what? Food and drink. Okay, just keep adding until you exhaust the list. Now you're going to do this list according to what applies to you. So please, if you are going to your village, not be say you call a book a flight to. You see now, if you're going to your village, please, you know say your flight go stop somewhere for township. So just know that one now. So you can see that we now have a lot of what? A lot of cards in our what? Under our list here, or under our to-do list here, right? So look at it now. Now, for every card that we have here now, there's something actually what? Under it. Can't you see? We have this one now is what? Is travel logistics. We have something here like what? Flights dash what? Transportation. We can now come here to say, okay, we have what? To book a flight, train or bus or ticket. Then we have to confirm the what? Travel times and then transportation from what? Airport. Check-in and what? So we are not going to what? Make all these things as what? As a checklist. Now the checklists are more like what? When you say you want to take a, maybe now you are going to do our what? Maybe we are not saying, okay, we are a team. So who will now plan our logistics? Now we say, okay, somebody from our team is going to what? Is going to plan it. We'll now open it up like this now. Can you see? So who is going to plan this with us? We'll say, okay, well, in our team now, we have people like this. So we can now come here to what? To click on these members here, to add people here. Can you see now? We have people here like Prince Maurice. We have Annabelle Enebeli. We have Chibuzo. We have Mekus. We have what? Tolulokpejegede. We have Faith Water. These are people in our what? In our team. So we cannot come here to say what? Logistics, Abi. We cannot come here to say, okay, please ensure that logistics company selected is what? Is, or maybe has what? Has a what? A proven what? Track record. Now this is our what? A one in here now. Then let us now go and what? Create our checklist. How do you create a checklist now? You create one what? Click on this checklist here and then click on it. You can now call it what? Checklist and then click on add here. Okay. So under this our logistics now, what are we going to make sure that we, that we don't forget here? We now need to what? Add them one by one. So I will now come back to my list here and I will say, okay, book a flight slash ticket, copy this one and do what? Paste it here as an item and then add one more. You say what? Confirm travel times, copy it, come here, do what? Add it, add again, come back here. You say what? Transportation from whatever, from airport. I'll just copy this one here and I'll paste it here. Then one more thing is what? Say we should what? Check in online, yes. And then do what? Add it up and then click on this. Now, look at it now. Of course, it's a group travel now. So somebody must be what? Somebody must be what? Doing all this thing for us. We cannot just be the only one doing everything now. It should be. So this one is a list of what? Checklists that must be done before we can say, okay, we are done with this our first stage of our what? Of our travel plan. Who will now do all these tasks here? We can now do what? We can come here to what? To assign the task to somebody. Who are we going to assign it to? We can click on this human icon here and then select somebody here. I will say, okay, let this be done by what? By Egeonu Iheoma. That is our Madam LinkedIn. Click on her and then she will now be what? She will now be added there. What about the travel times? Who will not confirm it for us? We can click on the person's name and do what? We can select what? Maurice Prince. Who will now plan our transportation from airports? We'll say, okay, this person should be what? Should be Faith Waters, right? So this is now how this one is going to be now. Then what about other things like maybe label or whatever? So we can actually put what? Label. Now your label is a quick what? It's a quick pointer that tells you how important this thing is. How do you add a label? Click on label here and do what? Select the color. It can be a color. They can now do what? Rename it by clicking on this biro here and do what? Put a title there. You can say important. You can now say what? Save. You see now? So this logistics, this thing now of our planning is what? Very, very important. That's what that thing here means. Okay? So we can still talk about dates here, like, okay, when should this thing be completed? Like, our Christmas period is where we're going to do this what? This our trip. So when should this thing that concerns our booking and all these things here be completed? When should it be the due date for all these things? You can put that here by clicking on what? Date and then select what? Of course, it must be due by what? By November what? November 25. Now, this one is just one day here, but if you want to put a date range, you can do what? You can click on what? Start date here and then put what? Say November what? 01 to what? November what? 25. And then this thing should be what? It should end by what? By 11:59 p.m. You can now do what? Click on save. So this means that what? This logistics plan now for our project of our trip will start from when? From 1st of November till what? To 25th of what? Of November. Who are the people involved? We have people like Egon Ihoma, people like what? Like Prince Maurice, people like what? People like Faith Walters, right? These are people that we have planning or what? Of this our stage of our what? Of our work. Is that not simple enough? What about this cover here? Cover means what? What you want to be seeing whenever you want to plan or you want to like view this thing. You'll be seeing something at the top of it. So I can actually click on what? Cover. And I can actually do what? Select an image. Can you see that we have an image here? But if you don't have, but now if you don't want, if you don't want to use your own image, you can actually do what? Upload your own image, right? So I can come here and do what? Say upload the cover image. I'll click on this. And I'll select one from here. Let me select this guy now. Let me select this guy. And I'll put him here. So look at how it works now. Is that what? If I close all here now and I click on save and I close here, if you now come, you'll be seeing your what? You'll be seeing this our task or this our card as what? As this one here. You can even drag it down here. Can you see now? And now you now see that this one actually has what? It actually has a list here, right? It actually has a list. You can even see the list when you click on here. You can see the list. You can see that we have list here. You can check this, and what? Check this. And it will not become green here. Can you see that it's not showing that what? We have actually completed everything here. Can't you see? Is that not cute? And you can even do what? Drag it down to the what? To the completed section. Is it not cute? I think it's cute, right? So, what about the accommodation part? We are going to book where we are going to live now when we travel to Christmas. Maybe we are going to Otamwa village to go and do what? To go and do Christmas there. Then where you will not be wearing big polo and big sandals. And then big boss I will be say if one kind breeze blow, if you know how somewhere, think will carry you go lost. Okay? You can now do what? You can now come here to what? To do more things here. What are we doing here now? We can say, okay, let us now configure this accommodation now. So we are going to what? Say, we say, okay, ensure that accommodation is located at least 15 minutes to the what? To the city center, right? Cannot say okay. But please don't just say safe. You know you have to also go and do what? You have to go and do what? You have to go and do your what? Your checklist. You click on checklist, click on add, and then add items from your what? From your list of things that you want to check out when you're hiring an accommodation, right? Come here to what? To confirm them. So you can say accommodation booking, say confirm hotel or Airbnb reservation, copy that one, come here and what? Add it, add again, come here and do what? Say verify check-in, check-out service times, add it here. Then you can say okay, you can say address, accommodation, blah blah blah. This one you want to take note of your words where you are going to or where you are going to live when you now go for Christmas, right? Add it. Then here we have what? We have special requests. So maybe if you have any kind of special request, you can actually add it here. Then we have what? Things like maybe Wi-Fi code. And copy this and what? And put it there. What you call hard for inside Trello one and they talk saying are confused. So I do poll and they talk saying are confused. I can now do what? I can say okay, add, right? Then if you want to do things like maybe you want to put cover, you can actually put cover here and then come down here to select what? To search for Airbnb. You see, here you can even like what? Search for picture and then use for free. You can even come here and do what? Search for Airbnb. You see now, these are just the possible what? Airbnb that we have here. The pictures for what? For Airbnb. Okay. But me, I'll just select this one here. I think that one is cute. I'll select it and we are good to go. Can you see now? So if I now come and save this one now, you can see that I now have what? I now have a good view here. Can you see? It has changed here. I can see drag it down to what? To this part. And it will be like that. You must obey my what? My command. Not be so. That is it. And this is our board view now. If I wanted to change it to what? To table view, I can click on what? Table. Now on table, it will show us what? Card, list, label, members and what? Due, date. Can you see that one now? That's how this table view works. Okay. I'll now come back to my what? To my board view. Now, we see have parking what? Parking list. What are we parking sef? Check it out. So here now, who is going to pack our clothes? So this one is very sensitive. So you have to say what? Excuse me. You say what? You say please double check to ensure that everything on the checklist is what? Is added. You can now do what? Add a checklist here. Let me now come here to what? Say packing list, see clothes, and say okay. Warm clothes. Copy that, come here and add it up. Save. Wait to checklist. Checklist now. Then do what now? Paste your what? Paste your stuff here. Then add. Then here you can say okay. Festive outfits. You can do what? You can actually add it here. Add again. Then we have pajamas. Yes. Pajamas. Which one be pajamas? I thought this was PYJMAS. Okay, now pajamas. Hey, Nigerian film don't spoil us. So can do what now? Click on add again and do what? Paste and then add. So what is difficult that you are not able to do here? Now, who is going to warm all this, or who do you think is going to pack all this for us now? Of course, we have to assign to everybody here. So say okay, assign to what? To maybe Egonu Iheoma will do that one for us. This one could be done by what? By Esechie Rachel. This one by who? Olafunke Fagunwa. This one is by who? By who? By Tolulokpe Jegede. You see it now? That is just how this one works, okay? So you can now do what? You can now even add cover. You can even add cover like putting things there. I can put a box. I can put here rolling. So okay, let me put a box. Or let me say luggage. Okay, see luggage now. Can now put this here. This is our packing. I think I like this one. Can put this one here. Double tap it, and it will what? It will take over the place. You see it now? They cannot do what? You can now, if you are done, you can simply do what? Add, click on save, and your work is what? Is saved. Can't you see? Now you can even drag it down here, and you are cute to go. Trello, you have what? Trello gives you access to what? To a lot of what? Custom images that you can actually select and what? And work with. Now, what I'm going to do it now. Okay? I will come here to this my Christmas activities now. I will open it up. Now, somebody also asked me, how am I seeing description? Look at it now. When you open it up like this now, what will you do? You click on this place where they say add a more detailed description here, right? Click on it and it will now open for you. You know, it's like when you say, when the girl said, now do what? Open it up and do what? Click on this place. Then come here and do what? Say, find most, or maybe find at least 3 most what? Trendy Christmas events at least 4 kilometers away from our what? Accommodation. You see now? That is it now. So we have to what? Find it. That is not, it shouldn't be what? It should not be far away. Then somebody said, how are you able to add the list? Not be so. Watch me now. Are you seeing the checklist here? Can you see checklist? Click on checklist and then do what? You already have a checklist here now, and you cannot do what? You cannot say okay, add. Okay, when you now say add now, it will now open up for you here to what? To add your list or items on your list, Abby. You can now come here to what? Go to your Christmas, whatever. Look at I think here now. You can say okay, check out Christmas events here. Look at it now. You can now say okay, copy this. Come in here to what? To paste. Then add again. Come back here again. Copy one more time again. This one. Copy. Then add it. Then add one more time. Christmas Eve dinner. Copy it. Do what? Add it here. Add again. Come back here. Then volunteer opportunities now. You know, some of you don't like, some of you here, you just don't like to volunteer. You just want to be cashing out. But learn to volunteer actually. It actually helps you out to what? To become better and improve yourselves. Okay? So we have now added our list now. Can't you see that it's so simple to add list here? Now, what about the cover? So if you wanted to add picture, what will you do? You can click on what? Are you seeing cover here? Click on cover. You see now, we now have our cover here. You can now come here to see. Are you now see where they say upload a cover image? This one is if you have your own image, right? But here I want to use what? Search for what? For photos. Click on search for photos and then come here to click on what? Click on Christmas. You see now? That is Christmas. You can now do what? You can now select anyone here. Please don't select any man or woman that is wearing pajamas, so they really last. Just pick only just normal image and then and what? And go away. Okay? You can put this one as what? Merry Christmas here. Then you are good. Just double tap it now. And it will take over the place. You see now? It has taken over the place. You can now do what? Cancel this and then come here to click on what? Click on save. Isn't that cute? It is good to now. But who will not plan all these things? You can actually add them as what? By clicking on this human icon here. Do this. Add them up here. You can even assign a date for this one or maybe timeline by clicking on this clock here. Look at the clock now. Put the date as what? As November was 26th. That the person must find that thing on that date. You see now? Then excursion can be what? They must find it by what? By 20 by 24th. Okay, can do what? Save. Then Christmas Eve dinner must be found. At least this one must be what? Must be ready. In fact, the person must have found it by what? By or before the what? The 20th. So you're going to find where we're going to what? Have our Christmas dinner. Maybe we are friends now. Who will do it now? Tolu Lokpe Jegede will do it. Then who again will do this one? This will be done by what? By Olafunke. Okay. Let me say Sandy Wadiakia. I don't know what that means. Sorry about that. So we can now say, okay, volunteer opportunities now. Someone can be able to find us where we can go and do what? Where we can go and volunteer in our new city. This one should be done by what? By the 14th. Okay? Then who should not find it? Person that will find it is what? Is a chair Razel. I mean Rachel, right? Then where would this now be? This will be in where? This can be in Paris, okay? Paris. You see now, you say Passa, whatever. I don't know this one. This one not be what they find. I say Paris where? France. Okay. I click on this and we are what? We are now there. Can't you see? When you are done, what will you do next now? You can just click on save and then you are good to go, right? Look at it now. So we now have this one here as what? As our job. Put it here when you are done, when you started doing it. Then if you are done with it, you do what? Bring it here. This one is done, bring it here. This one is done, what do you do? Drag it and bring it here. Shaking now. Now, understand how to bring in other tools inside of what? Inside of Trello. So that is now what they call what? Integration. 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 So what does it now mean? And why do you need to do integration? Integration means that what? For instance, maybe you are not going to be on seat for a while. Maybe you are working in Lagos, but somehow they sent you on an errand to Kenya. You know, some of all these your bosses, and they can say, "Ouch, I cannot fly to Kenya today. Maybe today it's my anniversary, and I want to spend time with my family. So please, okay, can you fly to Kenya for me? Just go to that consult and tell them that I cannot be able to make it today, and then they should allow you to sign on my behalf." Now, you are traveling to that place, but you are the task manager for that your oga, and you've already created your task and then also assigned to the driver, to the gateman, to the kitchen staff, to the washing and drying guy, or is it the laundry guy, or whatever. Okay, so now while you are on your flight now, how do you keep in tap with whatever you assigned to your team back at home where you are traveling from? That is where you now need to what? Bring in other tools like Slack that would what? That will notify you whenever something is happening on that your project. I was trying to say that I will leave this part until Ekwi teaches us Zapier, but it's like you are in a hurry. But I believe that we should do things what? Step by step. Because if I enter that one, now some of you will become lost here. Because of course you don't know what it means to what? To do logical things. Okay, so let me just do small of it. Now, To do this now, what do? You simply go to your where? Go to your integration or to your marketplace. Okay, I think I can find that here. You can see marketplace here. If you okay, it's not here. Where is marketplace? I can't find market. Abi, am I in a different workspace? So you have to go to your where? To your marketplace, and then it's supposed to be here now, but I'm not finding. That's why I'm. It's a bit confused. I cannot find it. So say top right. You see now, it's not here. I don't know what. Let me search. Let me search. Integration. Said if you ask me now, now who I go high. The matter where we see so. There's a way this is naturally displayed because when I did my own account the other day, it was not like this. This one is a bit bland. I don't know why it is this bland, but it's okay. Let me come to this place here, and then yes, look at it now. So you can now see that we now have what automation here, right? We have, please, oh, it's not automation, it is automation. Let me show you the English language. So you cannot go and be start saying what you don't know outside there. Some of you that are, some of you that are fond of saying all these things. So let me say meaning. Look at it now. You say is L automation. Can you see that? Automation. So don't go and be telling people that today now we study the automation. Which one be that one? Eh? Be you smoke garri and now what did they do you? It's not automation, okay? Automation, okay? English language, eh? English 101, eh? So now I I don't see am. I don't see am. Thank you. Yeah, I don't see am. Yeah. So we have power ups here. We have automation, and then we can even see add more things here. Can you see? When we come down here, you can see marketplace here. Is it here? It's not even here yet, but no problem. We are going to get it here now. Okay. So now, how do we now do our automation now with our Slack? To do automation with our Slack, you need to do what? Come down here to what automation and click on it now. Okay. Now you see now we have rules, we have buttons, we have email report, blah blah blah. So you can do what? Click on rules here. Now, what is the rule that you are going to be what? Seeing? Your rule is what? Like your trigger, okay? Like what must happen for something to happen. Okay? So you see now they said what? Say we can even view the apps here, blah blah blah. So let me even view app here. You see we have Jira, blah blah blah. Leave all these ones, I beg. All these are not matter in heaven. Okay, so come here to rules here and do what? Where they say what? Create automation, Abi. Create it. Now add a trigger now. Say add trigger that what? When a card is added the board by me, do what? Do something. Okay. Now look at it now. What is trigger? So now this is now our different rules now. First of all is to what? Is to create a trigger. What is our trigger now? Can I say okay, maybe card move or maybe card changes. You see now, depending on what you want to do. You can even say okay, maybe checklist or maybe card content, right? So if you want it to be when card move now, you can come here to what? Okay, when card moves, what should happen? So come here and say okay, when card is added or created or emailed to or moved into or moved out of the board by anyone here, then what should happen? Come here to what? To add it. Let me come here and say what? When card is what? Added to by who? By anyone. What should happen? I will click on this plus to add what should happen now. Look at it now. Click on this now. Then it should what? Then it should what? It should do what? It should add or remove or maybe move that card to somebody or maybe assign somebody to that one, to that stuff. But then can you see Slack here? Until I ask the question, can you see Slack here? Are you seeing Slack? So you do what now? Click on your Slack now, and it will now do what? It will now say, okay, message what? Message somebody. So in other words, whenever somebody added something in a what in your card, it should what? It should message you. That is just what this one here is. But I will not do it now. We are going to come back and do it after we must have done our next class with Equi, where she will talk about Zapier. So Power Up allows us to achieve more features that Trello cannot offer. For instance, if you wanted Trello to be able to what, to save your file or to save your document or maybe to save your board in a drive. Do you have Google Drive here? No, but you cannot do what? Use your Power Up to what? To bring up Google Drive into where? Into Trello. That's what this one here means. So let me click on this add Power Ups now. You can now come here to what? To add more feature. Can you see now we have limits here? We have, we can actually add other things here like developer tools. We have maybe file management tools. You see the Google Drive here? I can now add it. Okay. You see now, it is now adding up. Click on it again. You can now do what? You can now say, okay, whenever something happens here, it should what? It should come in. So this is now we trying to what? Trying to import Google Drive to give us a function inside what? Inside Trello. Like I said, we are taking this word one by one to avoid confusion. If not, if you someone would do one like this now directly, some of you are going to get you're going to get badused, okay? So I don't want to do that with you or anybody. So let me just leave it here and then let us leave it at that point. So now she said, now we are assigning tasks inside of this our Trello now. People that we assign the Trello task, how are they going to do it now? Now, if you come here now, you see that the question actually has answered itself, right? Look at it now. We have this task here now, and we said you should what? You should book flights and you should what? Confirm travel time, whatever. So, are they going to be doing this inside of Trello here? No. They will do what? They have to go to wherever they will go and look for the flights and confirm travel and transportation fare to go and do their thing. When they are done, they will do what? They will simply come here and do what? And check this box. Is it clear, Madam LinkedIn? Is it clear?